The brave little turtle who crossed the river. Kids story. Bedtime story. In a peaceful forest near a sparkling river, there lived a little turtle named Timmy. Timmy was a slow and steady creature, always taking his time to enjoy the small things in life. He loved exploring the forest, but there was one thing that always frightened him: the wide, rushing river that separated the forest from the meadows on the other side. Timmy had heard the stories of how swift the current was and how dangerous it could be. The older turtles in his family would always warn him to stay away from the river. "It's too dangerous, Timmy," they would say. "You're not strong enough to swim across." Timmy, however, was determined. He had heard that on the other side of the river, there was a beautiful meadow filled with colorful flowers and delicious berries. He dreamed of crossing the river one day, but the thought of the fast-moving water always made him hesitate. One sunny morning, while Timmy was walking by the river, he noticed a small frog sitting on a rock near the edge. The frog was hopping up and down, looking excited. "Hello, Timmy," the frog called. "Are you coming to the meadow? It's beautiful over there." Timmy looked across the river and sighed. "I would love to, but I'm too scared to cross the river. The current is so strong, and I don't know if I can make it." The frog smiled kindly. "Timmy, the current may be strong, but it's not impossible. If you take it slow and steady, you'll find your way across." Timmy thought for a moment. "But how will I cross? I'm not a great swimmer like you, and I don't know if I have the strength." The frog hopped closer. "You don't have to swim like me. Just take one step at a time, and the river will guide you. You don't need to rush." Timmy nodded, feeling a bit more confident. With the frog cheering him on, he took his first step into the water. At first, the river seemed cold and strong, but Timmy kept moving forward, slow and steady. He kept his focus on the next step, not worrying about how far he had to go. The water was deeper than Timmy had expected, but he didn't panic. He kept his head above water, paddling carefully, one step at a time. After a while, the current grew gentler, and soon, Timmy found himself on the other side of the river, safe and sound. Timmy looked around in awe. The meadow was just as beautiful as he had imagined. Flowers of every color bloomed, and the air smelled sweet with the scent of berries. "You did it, Timmy," the frog called from the other side. "I knew you could." Timmy smiled proudly. "I didn't know I could do it until I tried. I took it slow, and the river didn't seem so scary after all." From that day on, Timmy no longer feared the river. He knew that sometimes the only way to overcome a fear was to take one step at a time, no matter how slow you went. And every time he looked at the river, he remembered how brave he had been. And so, the brave little turtle who crossed the river became a symbol of courage, teaching everyone that no challenge is too big if you take it one step at a time.